Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello people of the world. My name is Dana Steffa. I haven't done a video since 2018. Actually, I did a video, I think last year on this channel, but it was a tarot reading. It wasn't really like a one-on-one chat, I guess. So as many of you know, I am married and my wife has been away for almost 2 years now, due to military and active duty work. So I spend a lot of time alone and I spend a lot of time feeling bored and lonely. So I decided to, I don't know, I guess do something different for once. Every Saturday, I basically just lay on my couch and do absolutely nothing while watching TV. Or I eat my feelings away. And then Sundays, I usually just clean or do chores, run errands. So I decided to do something different. And by different, I mean going on Pinterest and trying one of those posts out, I guess. And the one I found was by All About Melissa, and it's basically a challenge. I took it as a challenge, and it's from now on, try to schedule your month like this: 1 lunch date with a friend, 24 hours of no social media, 1 day outdoors, 1 night out with friends, 1 date night, even just with yourself, 1 breakfast meetup with friends, 1 movie night, 1 day serving others, 1 day completely to yourself. And I did all of these. I didn't necessarily plan out a day completely to myself, because that's basically every weekend of mine. I will say the challenge was challenging. I am an introvert, so it was kind of tolling to have to make all these plans this often. But I'm gonna take you along on the journey, and then I'll give my final thoughts after that. Good morning. So today I'm going to meet a friend for lunch, and I'm also gonna have a movie night to myself, so I'm really excited. I have 3 movies that I'm gonna pick up from the library and then 1 suggestion from my Lego assistant, so I'm excited. I did momentarily regret my decision of making any plans. TMI, I got my period yesterday and I just don't feel like doing anything, so we'll see how my mood is the rest of the day, but I'm excited for food, as I am always. Hi, so brunch was good. I had a good time, but I don't know why, I got a headache afterwards and I was just ready for a nap. I did pick up the movies from the library, but I don't know if I'm in the mood for movies, especially with a headache. So we'll see, I guess. I'll check in later. Yeah, I don't know why I got that headache. Maybe I ate too much. I don't know. But we'll see. I'll check in before I go to sleep. As you'll learn throughout this video, I'm pretty bad at checking in before going to bed. So just a quick recap. I did end up watching the movie. I only watched 2 out of 3. I honestly don't remember what movies I watched. When I filmed this originally, Um, it was March 27th, and today we're in June 11th. So, I'm a pretty big procrastinator. So, I can't tell you what movies I watched. Just know that I did end up watching 2 movies by myself. I'm pretty sure I had some popcorn or some sort of snack, but yeah, I love movie nights. I watch lots of movies by myself. Don't ask me about any of them because I can't remember for shit, but I did watch movies. Good morning. So today is my 24 hours of no social media. I will admit that I have already opened Instagram twice mindlessly, like without thinking about it. I'll try to be a little bit more aware as the day goes on. I certainly didn't mean to do that. It's just out of habit. Usually I spend like 20 minutes scrolling before getting up. I had really nothing to do, so it's like 5:30 in the morning and I'm all ready for work and I don't have to go in for another 3 hours. So I'm gonna have to find another way of spending my time. So I'll check in again later today, but yeah. All right, so it is now 7:30, so I'm gonna head to work. I have once again mindlessly opened Instagram 3 times. Like I immediately close out of it each time, and I don't think that'll be a problem at work since we get shitty signal anyway. But yeah, that's something that I need to work on. I need to stop getting on social media mindlessly. I need to be a little bit more mindful about the time that I spend. But yeah, I honestly at this point, I'm not a morning coffee drinker, but I'm usually feeling more awake at this time. So I do think that scrolling is my caffeine per se, and it wakes me up. But yeah, I spent some time reading. Currently I'm reading Under the White and Starry Sky. It's actually pretty good. And then I started watching The Princess Bride last night, so I watched a little bit more of that this morning, and I also put in a maintenance request that I would have probably put off for a week, but I had the time to do so this morning because no social media. So but yeah, I'm hoping I'll wake up a little bit more. But yeah, today is also National Women's Day, so I'm a little upset that I have to go to work. But life is life, you know. All right, hi, checking in again. This is lunchtime. It's about 11:20 a.m. As I expected, while I'm at work, social media is not an issue. But I guess we'll check in again and see how we're doing. Checking in again after work. It is now 8:33 p.m. It was a long work day today. And I will say that I did go on LinkedIn without realizing that it was a social media platform. After I was on LinkedIn, I was like, damn it. And then I Googled if it was a social media platform, and it is. So, yeah. And I've accidentally, once again, mindlessly, clicked on Instagram, I believe, once or twice since my last check-in. So I think that's pretty good considering how much time I spend on social media every day. I think the true test will be when I go to bed, because that's part of my nightly routine, which is probably not the healthiest. But yeah, today during lunch, instead of scrolling while I ate lunch, I watched the news, and I was able to watch Biden's live speech announcing that we would ban Russian oil. So, not living under a rock today, I know things. So, yeah, we'll see what the rest of the night looks like. All right, so it's the end of the day, and one of my best friends called me on Instagram. I don't think that counts because it was a phone call. It was a video call, and I was actually interacting with the person and not just like mindlessly doing stuff. So I don't think that counts. Also, I do own a tarot reading business, and someone messaged me asking for a reading, and that was on Facebook Messenger. I don't think that counts either. But yeah, I'm about to go to bed and go to sleep. Hopefully I'm mindful and don't mindlessly click on Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok or any of the social media platforms. But yeah, I'll check in tomorrow. But of course, I did not check in tomorrow. I don't recall, honestly, whether or not I was successful. I wouldn't be surprised if I wasn't. I mean, I do scroll almost every night. And I think I remember waking up the next morning and going straight on my phone, ready to scroll, and then I was like, fuck. I don't think it's been 24 hours. So, not the most successful day for me, to be quite honest. Good morning. It is, I think, almost 8:30. I'm not sure, in the morning. Today I'll be doing the breakfast with my friend, and I'm also going to take the opportunity to spend a day outside. So, I'm excited. Usually Sundays are my cleaning days, though. That's my only concern, that I'm gonna be out all day and I'm not gonna be able to clean. But I mean, I guess I'm not that mad at it, but I do need to clean, so we'll see what happens. I'll check in later. Okay, so I just finished hanging out with my friend. We had breakfast, and then we went to this bakery. It was really good. I had lots of leftovers. But yeah, it was nice catching up. We talked about a lot of stuff. But yeah, now it's time to go spend the rest of the day outdoors. I was thinking about going to the Pinellas Trail, but I guess it depends how close it is to here. But yeah, it's been a good day so far, and it's nice outside, so that's good. I'm wearing a hoodie because it was a little chilly this morning. I'll probably take that off. It's a little hot now. But yeah, I'll check in later. Alright, so I ended up going to Cypress Point Park, which is a beach park, I guess. So did not go to Pinellas Trail, did not walk. I just sat at the beach and read. Now I had to come and return a movie, My Cousin Vinny, to the library, and I am at another park and I will do the same. This park has a lake or a pond. I don't know. I think it's a pond. And I'll just sit there and on a bench and read. So I do feel like I'm a little darker than I was when I started this day. So hopefully I don't get too sunburned. But yeah, I'll check in later. And of course, I once again did not check in later. I actually had a great time at the park that day. I read a few books. At the time, I used to carry around 2 books with me. I don't know. I'm not the type of person that can pick one book to read ever. So I have the book from my to read list, and then I have some random ass book that I picked out at the library that I used to carry with me. Now I don't because I'm lazy. And I also realized that I seldom have moments where I'm just waiting. But yeah, I had a great time at the library that day. I read, I walked, and then I went home, and I was able to clean, and I know that was my concern that day. I did everything that I needed to do. Alright, so one of the things on the list was to spend a night out with your friends. Fortunately for me, all of my friends are grandmas and grandpas, and I also am a grandma, so I had made plans, but those got canceled, so then we rescheduled for brunch, so that's what we're gonna do today, and I'm gonna say it counts because I cannot be out past 9. That's just not possible. Right, Clifford? Yeah, that's not possible, so I'll check in later. I don't even have to tell you anymore. I had a great day that day. I met up with my friend at one restaurant. It was disappointing. That restaurant was disappointing. We later learned that we didn't do it right. It's this laundry themed like brunch / bar place, and there's a secret door that we didn't know about, so all we got was this really terrible cashier and some food, but no drinks. So then we ended up kind of like bar hopping, or I don't know, restaurant hopping, because I was really craving a mojito for some reason. But yeah, it was a really great day, and I completely lost track of time that day. I think we met up around maybe 11:30, and then I looked up and it was almost 5. So, and the only reason we parted ways was because she had to help her parents with dinner. But it was a really good day, and as some of you know, I don't have family in Florida, and my sister lives in Texas. But yeah, it was definitely like hanging out with a sister that day, and I really had a good time. Good morning. So today is date night, and I'm excited. My wife lives, she's in the military, and she doesn't live in the same state as I currently. So it's been a while since we've had a virtual date, so I'm excited. I'm just a little undecided as to what I want to eat for dinner. So, because my kitchen is a fucking mess right now, and I don't really feel like dealing with it. So we'll see if that changes throughout the day. I'm not sure when our date will start, but we shall see. I'll check in later. Okay, I'm ready for the date. We decided on takeout. We're both gonna go get ramen. I'm gonna leave in a few minutes. And then after we eat dinner, we're gonna watch my cousin Vinny together. So yeah, I'm excited. All right, just finished a date. It was a really good time. We spent over 3 hours on FaceTime. Instead of ramen, we ended up getting Chinese food and it was delicious. And then we watched My Cousin Vinny, which was hilarious. It was my first time watching it and I really enjoyed it. We talked about a lot of things that we usually don't. Usually when we talk, it's like in passing because either she's busy or I'm busy. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna see her in almost 2 weeks in person, so I'm really excited for that as well. But yeah, it was nice having a date, so I'll check in for the next challenge. So today is the day that I give back, and I think it was like be of service to others. And I'm on my way to volunteer at Horses for the Handicapped, which is, it's my first time. I've honestly haven't volunteered since I got out of law school, just because my job is so draining, and it is public service on its own, you know? But I'm looking forward to this. It's a change of pace for me. I usually just stay on my couch all day on Saturdays, so this is different. And I'm excited to meet all the horses, and yeah, I'm excited for the horses. I love horses. Well, I don't love horses, but I love animals that are mammals for the most part. So I'm excited, yeah. Okay, so obviously I didn't check in after this day, but I had a great time volunteering. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'd be like thrilled to go again, but just because every time I sign up for something, I regret it immediately. But I mostly cleaned up poop, horse poop. I met 2 cats while there. I met a few people as well. And then I got to work with, oh my god, I don't remember his name.
One eternity later.
Yeah, I'm a terrible human being and I don't remember his name. But he was a great horse. He's the first horse I've ever groomed. And he was the biggest one out of all the horses there. And I was slightly terrified, especially when I was trying to groom his butt, you know? Or near his butt. But it was a good time. Then after that I went to this great restaurant that I've never been to before, that had a cuisine that I can't remember because it was a long ass time ago and I have a very bad memory. But yeah, the food was amazing, the food was great. Highly, highly would eat again. The only thing I didn't like were like the grapeseed leaves that were filled with something. Pretty sure it was olives and I don't like olives. But yeah. And after that, the next thing on the list was spending a day all by myself. But as I mentioned earlier in this video, I do that every day for the most part. No one else has input on how I spend my day. And I like it that way, you know? I have gotten used to it. It was hard to at first, but now it is great because many times I don't really feel like doing what other people want to do. Don't tell my friends that. But yeah, I I enjoyed this challenge for the most part. I would just, you know, the title of it is how to plan out every month, and to be quite honest, this took me about 2 months, and I would say that I would not do it every month. That is too much. It's too much activity for 1 month, and pretty unrealistic when everybody else has a life, you know? They can't just drop everything to come and hang out with you. Like, I mean, unless your friends do that, then, you know, awkward. But I know that my friends are busy and I'm busy, and I'm just not gonna, like, drop everything to make these plans for the month. It's just not gonna happen. Plus, I'm fucking dead after work every day. I'm not gonna go hang out with friends, have a night out, have a movie night in the middle of the week. That's just not what grandmas do, and I'm a grandma, so. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and, you know, I'm a pretty boring person, but if you want to see more of me, just let me know what you want to see. But yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.